everybody. Welcome back to another Rory pop-up. Yes, I am popping up. I know y'all thought I was done with y'all. I know you said that Rory Reed had did the read for the day and was not looking for anything else. Well, listen, y'all will never know when I'm going to pop in, and I am popping in right now because we got something to talk about. Yes, we have something to talk about. We have something to chit chat about. We have something to absolutely be messy about because these people who are on this BS I'm about to talk about, they need to be made fun of. They need to be brought down and look like Harry is on the same page that we are. Let me tell you. So I'm going to get straight into it. First, I'm going to put this up. And this is an article from Feminagra, but really the excerpts came from the Daily Fair. These whole accusations came from a book that this writer is writing. His name is Andrew Lowney. I think it's spelled Lownie. And let me tell you, it is nothing but a pack of lies. And so I'm going to read just a little bit of this article from Feminagra. And it says, Prince Harry has publicly rejected claims from a newly released royal biography that he physically attacked his uncle, Prince Andrew, during a family gathering in 2013. 2013. And it says the book entitled The Rise and Fall of the House of York by Andrew Lowney alleged that the two men came to blows over disparaging comments Andrew supposedly made about Meghan Sussex. Now, we all know that Harry had not met Meghan in 2013. And this just absolutely is debunked from that right there. That is a bald-faced lie. Why would Harry be defending Meghan in 2013 when he didn't even know Meghan? He knew nothing of Meghan in 2013. I mean, it's crazy that these people think that they can just make SHIT up. I mean, just lie with wild abandonment on Harry and Meghan. It is ridiculous to me. And it says Harry's spokesperson shut the story down immediately, calling the report false and denying both the alleged fight and the quoted remarks. Despite the denial, headlines exploded with sensational framing, once again exploiting Harry's name to sell a narrative built on innuendo rather than facts. Exactly. It's just mind-blowing that these people just put together anything. And the squatties are very suspicious of this. They think that this is pretty much them trying to rewrite history or to color Harry, the same color as William, and that would be incandescent with rage and violence. Yes, because this is real funny. All of a sudden, they want to make Harry into someone who attacks someone, like William attacked him. It is something to think about, isn't it? I'm just saying. And also, this author, I guess if you can call him that, he has some smoke, a little smoke for Willie, too. And this is straight out of People. And this what it says. According to a book by author Andrew Lowney, with an excerpts published in the Daily Fair, tension between Prince Andrew 65 and both of his nephews has simmered for years. It further alleged that Prince William, 43, has worked behind the scenes to push Andrew out of Royal Lodge, the Windsor estate he continues to occupy, and has privately expressed disdain for Andrew and his ex-wife, Sarah Ferguson, 65. Now, I hate to say this, but I believe that. I do. Now, that's just him reading the room. That's just him reading those rags over there, planet stories coming out of Kensington Palace, because we know we have all saw these stories, okay, of him saying that he's going to get rid of Andrew when he becomes king, that he wanted to disassociate himself with Andrew. But then we also saw him driving Andrew to church, him and Kitty Cat, with Andrew sitting in the front seat right beside him. So I don't know. I don't know, but we all know that him and Kitty Cat can be very two-faced. They absolutely can. Because how many times have we saw him smiling in Megan's face, even when they were engaged and lying to the public, talking about he's just so happy Harry getting married because Harry can stay out of his fridge. Y'all remember that big lie? And Harry said he hadn't even been over there, much less going in his fridge. Just like Harry and him was so close, he could just go in his fridge. I often think back to that very lie, how freely and how easily it just slipped out of his mouth through his teeth and his lips. This man is good at lying. He's good at being two-faced. So I'm thinking, maybe this might be right. Because like I said, he is a snake and he has those snakish ways, my belief, and I would not put it past him. So I believe this particular so-called author just pretty much paid attention to what was in the newspaper. But that lie about Harry being violent towards Andrew back in 2013, way before he even met Meghan, now that right there, he reached in his butt and pulled that one out. I mean, he had to go all up in his colon to get that one, because Harry didn't even know Meghan in 2013. He didn't meet her until 2017. So you trying to tell me he was fighting about Meghan, what, 4 years prior to meeting her? Stop it. Stop it. And the squatty that posted this said this: the real subject is William's disdain, but they had to lie about Harry to justify William's nastiness. Anyway, 2016 to 2019 were hard for us, Harry and Meghan lovers, because they were unable to correct lies. The Sussex is really a great blessing for us. Where is the lie? Because those were some tough years. That's when Tina and Michelle got on these here internet streets and start calling out the lies, start calling out the smear campaign. And people from all around the world saw their bat signal and came together, and together they became the Sussex Squad. Yes, those were some hard years. And if you're an OG squatty, you know how hard it was watching poor little Megan walking around pregnant and being attacked day after day after day. You could see the light starting to fade in her eyes. You could see it. You could see that she was not going to last much longer. Yes. And I'm telling you, we came together and we have become a powerful force. Look what I just talked about in my last podcast about over $1,200,000 has been raised for good causes because of Harry and Meghan and the Sussex Squad. A lot of good has come out of Harry and Meghan's pain and them leaving and the trials and tribulations that they had to go through. Yes, 2016 through 19 was very, very dark times. Like I said, if you were OG squatty, it was tough. But, look at us now. But it still can get tough sometimes. That's why you have to be vigilant. But yes, I agree with this squatty. Those were some tough, tough times. And I'm going to put this up. And the Daily Beast just took this, I'm telling you, like it was starved for it and just ran with it, knowing that the dates don't add up, but these people don't care. They have no integrity. They have no sense of justice, no sense of journalistic, like I said, integrity, none. It says this new book by journalist Andrew Loney is stuffed full of scandalous and riveting details. I mean, ran with this nonsense, talking about Prince Andrew called Meghan a opportunist and got punched by Prince Harry. This is the nonsense that they're printing over there at the Daily Beast. But we all know that Daily Beast is the one that William runs to with his cup of salty tears to get them to write nonsense like this. Now, I'm not saying he got them to write this. This is from this scandalous book. This, I'm telling you, the best thing you could use it for would be lining the cage of your bird if you have a bird or something like that, because it is worth nothing. But they ran with it anyway when they knew it just didn't add up. And this particular squatty came up under it and said, whoever wrote this article didn't think things out, huh? In what world does it make Harry and Meghan look bad? Now, this squatty said even if Harry did it, how does that make him look bad? Because we all know what kind of person allegedly Andrew is. So this squatty saying, so what, basically. But the reason I can't say so what is because it's not true. It clearly is not true. The timeline does not match up. And, I can't take a lie, even when it doesn't make Harry and Meghan look bad. A lie is a lie is a lie. And I will never, ever embrace a lie. Never. All right, I'm going to put this up. And this particular squatty reposted that same post from the Daily Beast and said this up under it. Funny how they framed the title. Harry punched Andrew because he was attacked, and it was way before Meghan was even on the scene. All the comments are about Meghan when it should be about Andrew using his position to abuse a woman. Now, I don't believe Andrew said that. You know why I don't believe it? Because Harry said he never said that. Harry would not lie about something like this. So I'm going to disregard anything that was said in this book. Let it go down the same drain. Because even though I might believe that WikiLeaks kind of, has some disdain for Andrew and for Sarah Ferguson, I have no evidence of that except what has appeared in the rags. But I still say that this author is a con artist, is a grifter, is a shyster. And so it would be at your own peril to believe anything that's printed in this book. And so even though Andrew is a horrible person, Harry said he didn't say it. I'm just saying. All right, y'all, I'm going to put this up. And this is what Hello Magazine posted about what Harry said. Harry's statement from his communication person. And that would be Meredith Maines. And it says this: Prince Harry has issued a denial that he ever had a physical fight with his uncle, Prince Andrew. Following the release of an extract of a new book entitled The Rise and Fall of the House of York, a spokesperson for the Duke of Sussex told Hello that the reports were incorrect. I can confirm Prince Harry and Prince Andrew have never had a physical fight, nor did Prince Andrew ever make the comments he is alleged to have made about the Duchess of Sussex to Prince Harry. They told Hello. So that is the reason why I don't believe it. Because Harry said it didn't happen. The fight didn't happen, and Andrew did not say these disparaging things about Meghan. Now let's think back. When Meghan first met the Queen was at Andrew's house, and Sarah Ferguson was there. And Meghan, that's the first place that she met the Queen. If he had said disparaging things and Harry had gotten in a fight with him, do you think Harry would have took Meghan over there to be around him after he had said all these nasty things about her and Harry had gotten in a physical altercation? It just doesn't add up. And like I said, Harry said it never happened. So all I can say is these people are desperate. They are dry bones walking around trying to find something to write about that would get people excited enough to hit the click button, in order to get some eyeballs. They are just dried bones walking around. They're just that thirsty. And this man, this so-called author, just sit in his room looking at the wall and came up with this nonsense. I'm just saying. And this right here was a post. Well, it was a repost. And the original post said this: I'm here for the new Sussex communication team. They have already issued its BS to the Andrew and Prince Harry story. HelloMagazine.com. And then they give you the link where you can go there and see it. But here it is right there. I just read. Harry said that never, ever happened. And the squatty that reposted the post, the original post, said this: I didn't even know about the book. Usually, Harry and Meghan's team ignore such noise, but I get why they spoke out. The clout chasing author dragged them into a book about Andrew, hint at accusations of violence. Let the book tank before it even hits the shelves. Exactly. Exactly. Because everything they put out about Harry and Meghan is lies. Lies that they have come up in their fevered mind or pulled out of their colons. Yes. So I love it. I love that Harry and Meghan's communication team shut it down before the book has even, before it's even published or put out for sale. I love it. It may be published already. I don't know. But Harry and Meghan's team shut it down before this particular fire started to rage. And another squatter came up under this particular post and said, exactly. I love how this also serves to discredit the author. If this is false, what else is? Exactly. The whole book is just made up of fevered minded dreams. I'm telling you. Because when you can dream up that Harry attacked his uncle, Harry attacked his uncle. Stop it. And then he in turn brought his girlfriend that he wanted to marry to the same uncle's house that he had attacked, and the uncle had insulted her, and that's the reason why he attacked her, to meet the Queen. Stop it. Stop it. These people tie themselves into knots of lies. That's it. That's all. All right, I'm gonna put this up. And then the Daily Beast had to come back after Harry's communication team came out and said it was nothing but a pack of lies, and anybody could have figured it out if you have any kind of sense of being able to rationally look at anything. I mean, reasoning would have came to your rescue in this situation. Math would have came to your rescue in this situation because it just doesn't add up and it just doesn't make sense. But the Daily Beast didn't care. All they wanted was a sensational headline to try to get someone to click on it and eyeballs. That's it, and try to make Harry and Meghan look bad. That's a win-win for them. If they can get all that and make Harry and Meghan look bad, it is a great day. But they had to come back because they knew Harry and Meghan don't play when it comes to defamation. Yes, they didn't want to get up off any coin, so they came back and wrote this story. Prince Harry's office denies he ever had a physical fight with Prince Andrew. Yes, it says Prince Harry denies punching Prince Andrew so hard he made his nose bleed. This is the name of the article. Isn't that something? These people, I cannot with these people. And they wonder why he doesn't want to have anything to do with them. Who would? Who would at this point? I'm just saying. All right, I'm gonna put this one up. And this squatty said, it sounds like they have repurposed the Prince William hit Harry part of Spare. Where's the lie? You know, another squatty said this earlier, that this was their way to paint Harry equally as violent as William, that they're trying to rewrite history. You know, the whole balancing it out. One is no better than the other one. You know, that kind of nonsense. Yes, but Harry shut that down, and I love it. And this other squatty said, Meredith Main said, you will not use Harry and Meghan to sell your BS book. Holy F. Sussex Com Team is on fire this year. Exactly. And they even need to get even more aggressive with this nonsense, because the Sussex Squad, we are waiting on ready to report it. We are. I am on these internet streets every day trying to find out if Harry's com team has pushed back on something. Yes, because we are just ready to rub their nose in it as if they were a puppy who soiled the rug. Yes. So I would love for them to get more aggressive. So we'll have more ammunition to go on these internet streets and correct these lies. I'm just saying. All right, y'all, I'm going to put this up. And this squatty posted this and said, of course, Andrew Loney is claiming his story is true. How stupid can he be? He checked with his source that's close to Andrew. Yeah, right. Not Andrew himself. He didn't even bother fact checking with Harry at all. Pathetic. Harry called out his lie, which is going to discredit his book. So, of course, Andrew Loney is going to say, well, actually, Harry is a liar. So, of course, he'd say he never hit his uncle. Andrew Loney got exposed for being a liar, and now he's hollowing. Hit dogs and all. Dumb, arses, all of you. Exactly. Exactly. Because, like I said, it just don't add up. It's kind of like that same old thing with, what is his name? Tom Bowell movement. Yes. And his book was just laced with lie after lie after lie. People who were featured in the book came out and called him a lie. Harry and Meghan didn't even have to do it, because he was quoting people saying they said this and that, and they never said it. They absolutely came out themselves and discredited it. This book is the same thing. It is crazy how these people feel like they can just publish a book full of lies. I mean, that's all they do over there across the pond. and want you to treat them as legitimate authors and journalists. But in actuality, they are nothing but a bunch of royalist hacks and grifters. That's it. Bootlickers who are trying to hit a lick to get $1 or two, or should I say £1 or two. That's all they are. I'm just saying. All right, y'all, I'm going to put this one up. This is my last one. And this squatty said, someone better lawyer up. Falsely accusing someone of physical assault in an attempt to clean Violent Williams' image has failed. And all I can say is, I agree. Because if it was a definition for defamation, this would be it. To lie so viciously towards someone and attack their character, to try to portray them as violent that had committed a crime. Yes. So, yeah, they best watch themselves. And like I say, we all know Harry and Meghan has excellent lawyers. And this right here is defamation. I'm just saying. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all a little later. Bye.